my sincere apologies. But before that, folks, let me welcome you to my humble off-grid homestead in the forest. And on this, well, it's an average day. it's a nice day, but it's an average day. It's March the 25th, I believe. And last night we got a couple of inches of snow. And if I remember, at the end of this video, I will show you how much snow we still have. But yeah, I have a apology to make to you. It's long overdue, and I, some of you already know. Definitely, those of you who know me already know that I don't have much of a filter, and like a 2-year-old, I say what's on my mind, and then later I think maybe that wasn't appropriate, and but you know. I am here to apologize, and I do believe that I have to for offending you, albeit inadvertently, because it's not calculated. But at the same time, it's sometimes I feel it's important to. I don't know the balance between being honest and sincere and saying what's on your mind and having some tact. I think Winston Churchill once said, I should have looked that up before I came out. I didn't even know I was going to say it, so just a minute. Tact. Oh no, tact, or was it politics? No, I think he said tact. Tact is the way you tell someone to go to hell and they go happily, or something like that. Sorry, I see. That's what I mean. I'm apologizing for not a reason why I'm apologizing. Many reasons. I owe you a lot of apologies. Is that I don't edit. But before I tell you about why I'm apologizing for the not editing, let me just go back to why I'm apologizing for saying things that I do without thinking. I personally would rather. There's a plane going by. Can you hear it? Rare. Do you ever think? I'm sorry, I'm digressing, but not even digressing, changing the subject. Do you ever think when the plane goes by, the passengers, where they're going to, a new job, new relationships, new moves, vacation, where they're going to the funeral, where are they going, what's going through their minds right now, how long they've been on this plane trip flight, and are they even looking down at us, thinking maybe the same thing? What's going on that particular patch of land with that humble homesteader? Just some of the thoughts that I always have. Anyway, so why? I would rather be converse or have conversations with, or be nearby to whatever, someone who I know what they're thinking. There's no agenda, his hidden agenda. There's no later thinking to myself, what did he or she mean by what they said? Did they mean it even? Like, were they truthful in what they said? Or they being sort of like a woke, sort of a just trying to not be offensive? Can I count on what they said? So I'd rather be around someone like me, more like that. I know they're not hiding anything. This is them. What I see is what I'm gonna get. And I should have put my glasses on, my safety glasses. Even though it's a fairly calm day, it's a combination of a very gentle breeze and the cold that makes my eyes water. Apologies for that. Today is a day of apologies. Don't say I never apologized to you. Um, there was more that I wanted to say about on that subject, but the plane and whatever I forgot. So now on the subject of editing, um, where to start that? Documentaries. I love documentaries, and if you do too, if you've never actually watched a documentary, you really should. The reason for that is that they're more honest, I find, than a movie or a show. And this is what I'm trying to do here with this show and with who I am. And so the honesty of it is that unlike a show or a movie, they're here to tell a story. And usually it's a true story. If you've never watched a documentary, I don't think I've watched a documentary that I didn't like, at least in at the core of it, that they're telling a story, which I love stories, and that they're usually true. Um, so there are documentaries on many subjects that you can find. I'm sure you can find one that you would like. But I love documentaries because I love stories. Like I said, I'm crying here. Sorry about that. And as good as documentaries are, and all the ones that I've seen, the documentary maker shoots this however long movie or documentary, and he or she has to go back then to the editing room, go home or wherever, and edit what the footage that they got over the length of a day or a week or maybe even a few weeks or months. They can't put all of that into in an hour and a half or 2 hour long production, and so they have to edit it. Now, a lot of us, me too, sometimes like, love, enjoy production that is fairly sort of Instagram like, clean, um, tidy, flawless, maybe the lighting has been changed or something. And for me, condensing, if I were to ever shoot a documentary, which I have many ideas on, and I would love to do some, at least one of them one day, I would prefer to make a docu-series. The difference is that instead of having 1 hour and a half long or 2 hour show, you have many hour, whatever long shows. There's a series of them, but it's still a documentary. You're still telling a true story. It's just like any other movie series, only this is true, and it can go on for longer. And for the life of me, I mean, I shouldn't say that. I don't understand why people say, to make the long story short. I, I don't know why. I want the other way around. I want the short story long. At the very least, tell the story as it happens, as it is, uncut, raw. So this is what I do with this show. The reason why I'm not editing is because I personally would enjoy seeing um, a sincere and honest happenings as it's happening. And I think I have a video one day. I think if I'm not mistaken, I always say mistaking instead of mistaken. I have to think about it before I say it. I'm pointing, the camera's pointing that way as I'm pruning, removing whatever my blueberry, my blackberry canes that I'm cutting back, or the ones that have died. And I'm not even in the shot, and a bird swoops down in front of the camera and goes really fast, like a jet fighter. And so I love seeing those things. But in addition to that, when presenters make mistakes, or say whatever, but when you see a movie or a documentary or anything where everything's perfect, I honestly don't know if there are presenters that are that perfect. I know that I'm pretty flawed, and so when I watch a show or a documentary that's flawless and perfect in every way, the music goes up and down where it's supposed to, and the kind of music, upbeat, sad, whatever, the lighting changes, and the camera goes for a close-up zoom when the person's sad, or there's a chase scene, all of those things. But anyway, I'll tell you something else about that in a second, if I remember to tell you. It just came to me. Well, I mean, when things are perfect, it makes me. I don't have a complex or a sort of a lower than average. I want to not say anything negative. I don't know what the positive word for it would be. What do you call it? Soliloquy, synonym. Well, I don't want to say I have low confidence, but I'll give you an example. When I watch, how about not when you watch? When I watch something that's perfect and it's in line or more or less the same thing as I would do, just like I'm doing for you now, as opposed to someone else on YouTube that's talking that the footage is flawless and perfect and just really flawless. I don't know how else to put it. And I think to myself, oh wow, I feel so inadequate in a way, that look at what they produced and look at what I'm producing. And over time, as you watch more of these, you tend to believe or think that there's something wrong with you, not you, something wrong with me. And so when I'm happier making, one of the reasons why I'm making these videos as you see it, unrehearsed, unedited, uncut, on scripted, is because I want others to know that how imperfect I'm perfectly imperfect am. And so it's okay. You don't have to say, well, I'm never gonna ever produce anything like that, so forget it. But by maybe seeing someone else be as flawed as I am, and boy, I'm flawed, maybe they'll take a chance on doing something like this. I'm also painfully shy. Oh, one of the reasons why I wanted to apologize is that, that's the other thing. I don't even know if I can apologize. I would like to not apologize for it, but I know that most folks want to see something like that. So the reason why I sound like I'm babbling so much and I'm incoherent and whatever, is that I have all these thoughts in my head that are coming down constantly, with no delay, and I want to get as much as I can out of my mouth before I forget. And so that's why it sounds like a sort of a verbal diarrhea, if you will. But some of you, I have to think that some of you don't mind and maybe even appreciate seeing someone make a fool of themselves on camera like this. Honestly. And so, yeah, that's why I'm not editing. And but I do apologize to you for being, if I've said anything offensive. No one's complained to me yet, but I just sometimes I feel that I do. It's if I've offended anyone, I was saying, and in any way. But it's not, like I said, it's not I don't wake up in the morning and say, who can I offend today? Or I want to offend as many people as I can today. It's not like that. I just don't have a filter. And after a certain age, and after so many decades of not talking and not speaking and voicing your opinion, you figure, well, if not now, then when? And I'm sorry that you have to witness it. Anyway, so that's all for today. Just my mea culpa, and exciting days coming up. I would like to take you to my uh, glorious. You've heard me say, and whimsical. Shout out to Agatha. First time today I said it. Meandering stream, babbling brook. While there's still even snow on the ground, I spend a lot of time there because I love that sound, the healing sound of it. And it's honestly, it's to me, I mean, if I had the money to go to a therapist or a psychotherapist or a psychologist or whatever, or go to this setting by the brook or whatever, I would rather go there. Even if I had the money, I would rather spend it over there. Because, I mean, I know these people have some training, but the thing is, in my mind, someone's training to get you. Say you have a psychologist with a PhD, 9 years of school. Obviously, not all of it in that realm, uh, but and maybe another 10, 20 years of practice. So what does that work out to? Say 20 years of practice. Say 10 years of school. That's 30 years. Now, by comparison, you have 30 years on this hand, and by comparison, I have how many millions of years this this natural world's been around? That brook has been running there. I don't mean to. Again, I may have offended every single therapist here, and there's a space and there's a time for them that they're doing. I'm sure some of them are doing good work, but for me, this is my therapy. Okay, so I want to do that, and then one other thing I wanted to do, if I get a chance, is I want to do an outdoor exercise session with you. And as with everything I do, it'll be silly. It won't be, like a what do you call those physical trainers? Physical trainers? No, isn't there not the name for them? But anyway, it won't be anything like that. It'll just be me doing whatever I do. You can do it, follow me, follow what I do or not. Maybe just come in for the entertainment value and watch me make a fool out of myself. Again, yeah. For now, that's it for now. That's it for today. Oh, I said I would show you how much snow we still have. The driveway, you can't even see it anymore. It's covered up. But for now. So that's the one side of the driveway. You can see it. A few days ago, there was no snow there. It had melted. And take it to the other side. Yeah, you can see. And the brook is over there. And next time I go, I wonder if I need my... I already did one video of me going there with my snowshoes for you. And I don't think I've posted it. But next time I go, I may not need my snowshoes. I'm not sure. We'll see. The more of the snow melts, the bigger rush that brook will have, and probably be more audible and more romantic and healing. Anyway, it was good being with you folks. Thanks again for being with me, and again, apologies for, well, everything I said. I'm not going to go through that again. Bye.